Amelia. I'm homeschooling mum to 3 in the UK, family of 5, we live off 1 income and we try to live as frugally as possible. And I had a request on a previous video of our grocery haul videos we do monthly that I show you what we actually do with the food and what we eat. So I have done that this week for you. I hope it is helpful and interesting, but I also wanted to just preface this with we are very much, we eat the same foods every week in, week out. It's not crazy different week to week. And breakfast and lunches I didn't really show you much of because it's very samey. It is, for breakfast, often toast, eggs, yogurt and granola, waffles and pancakes. And lunch is often leftovers from the dinner of the night before, or a picky lunch like homemade sourdough bagels, some fruit or veg, so like carrot sticks and hummus, grapes, apples, oranges, and then like sausages or sausage rolls and yogurt, that kind of thing. So let me show you what we eat for a week of dinners, and if you like this video, let me know down below and I'm happy to do more and maybe even make it a weekly thing. Let me know. 2 cartons of milk, some mozzarella, back on the sausage roll tray, and so some sausage rolls for my kids, some cocktail sausages. Okay, this was one of the splurges because I'm going to try and perfect a mac and cheese recipe, so I got a couple of these that I wanted to try. Some cheddar, then pineapple smoothie mix and blueberry frozen for smoothies, some mozzarella, an unsalted butter for baking and 2 salted butters, some double cream again for a recipe, 3 of the garlic and herb dips. One of my kids chose one of those with their money that they get, 2 yogurts, 2 packs of the Rubits Tubit thingies. Look, 2 packs of avocado because my baby loves avocado and they were 50% off. Same with the basil, that was 30% off. The strawberries were 50% off. Some sausages for a last minute dinner because again, like I said, I'm not feeling well. I thought it would be good to have these in. Mushrooms that were 30% off, some lettuce, some grapes, and then I got 2 15 packs of eggs because I probably won't be able to realistically make it to the farm this week, so I've got them just in case. Some beans, some sweet corn, 2 bunches of bananas, a broccoli, some chicken straws. These are all, if you ever see meat, it's for my kids, just so you know. They eat meat, me and my husband don't really. Hummus, apples, stock cubes, cucumber, garlic, honey, some carrots, some oranges, olive oil, you are expensive, nappies, wipes, 2 apple juices. They didn't have the cheap orange juices, so I just got the apple juice this week. Granola, 3 tomato purees, some potatoes, sugar for baking, 2 packs of rice crackers, some breadsticks, and then we got that for one of my kids. My other kid chose them for their weekly treat. And then this is for my baking. I'm close to perfecting a couple of the recipes and I needed more chocolate for that. There is also another pack of those I got myself today that's also in the car, so I already ate them on the way home. That's everything we got. It doesn't feel like much stuff. It's Tuesday. I went shopping last night and someone requested to see what we do for dinners, and I thought I would show you while I feel ill. I do not feel well this week. Yesterday, I made a very simple mushroom bolognese. I have made that before, it should be on my channel. And then I had loads of leftovers intentionally, so today I could make an easy lasagna. So I have just, oh, this is gonna be dark. I've just made a quick lasagna before we are heading out again for the day. And I'll show you what I make for the rest of the week. And it will be very simple, easy dinners because I am ill. We are always on the go being a homeschool family, so I never really get a time to rest and I always have to be on the go and ready. And I find the easiest thing to do when I am not feeling great is to prep. And I do this first thing in the morning. I made this lasagna, I think it was like 10 in the morning. Then we were out for the rest of the day and it was such a nice feeling knowing that I can come home when I'm feeling my worst and just relax and put this in the oven and we are all done. And yes, I had to put that step up there so that my baby didn't keep climbing on it because my third born is very much a climbing baby. Haven't had one of those before, so that's all very fun. So tonight for dinner on Tuesday is, like I said, the leftover bolognese that I've turned into a lasagna and some leftover sourdough focaccia bread that didn't turn out as good as normal. But that is dinner number 1. Night number 1? Tuesday night, I don't know. So the next day I was feeling a little bit better but not fully better, and it is 11 in the morning, and I thought I will get dinner made because again, Wednesday is a really busy day for us homeschool wise. So I'm here eating my egg and focaccia sandwich while making a yummy mac and cheese. I haven't had mac and cheese in ages, and when I'm not feeling great, I feel like it's such an easy, yummy dish. So I'm prepping that first thing in the morning, so I know, like I said, when I get home, it is all ready to go and I can just shove it in the oven and relax. So it is Wednesday, still feeling like crap, but a little bit better than I was yesterday. And as you can see, it's still really early. It's only like 11 in the morning. And I make dinner normally insanely early because we head out for the day, and it means that when I get back, the kids are normally starving and I've got food prepared. So I made, as you saw, I've made like a mac and cheese with some broccoli, and I used a bit of like the chili cheese as well as some of the onion and chive cheese, and then just regular cheese and the double cream that I bought. I also used, you can see I've had a baking day today. So I made loads of bagels, bread rolls, focaccia bread. I'm kind of making stuff for the week to freeze. It is just going to be a really simple mac and cheese. I haven't had mac and cheese in ages, and I was really, it's like a homey like dish for when you're feeling sick. Sorry, I am feeding my baby this cheese. Yeah, it's a great dish when you're not feeling amazingly well. Slip in some broccoli to try and make it a little tiny bit healthier. And that is dinner for night 2. And I'll see if I can try and show you what I make for the lunches for the boys, but it's honestly really simple. Lunches are always a variation of fruit, veg, some form of bread product, and then maybe sausages or sausage rolls. This is way more than they normally have. I do not normally give them this much. This is probably 2 days worth of lunches, but I thought if I made it now, then I can box up whatever's left and give it to them tomorrow. Please ignore the crazy postpartum hair. This is how my hair turns out if I put it up, because I've got all of this postpartum hair growth. Oh my goodness, it is impossible. It just is what it is at this point. But it's Wednesday evening, we had our mac and cheese, the kids are in bed now, and there's a few veggies that are looking a bit sad that I haven't gotten around to cooking up yet, so I am chopping and freezing them for some point, probably this week. But I do that so that if I don't get to them, they do not go to waste, because food waste is the worst. I had a, did I say this earlier in the video? I had a batch baking day where I made bagels, bread rolls and a focaccia bread, and I'm gonna chop these, put a little bit of greaseproof paper in, and then freeze a lot of those. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing at the moment, and then I'll be chilling with my husband. Breakfasts in the house mostly look the same. My middle has yogurt and granola. My eldest mixes it up between like some form of bread product and pancakes. Today I made pancakes, and that will last us a couple of days. And then me and Joel, again, Joel sometimes has granola, and other days he'll have like eggs on toast or eggs in some shape. I often have a smoothie, which I've got my smoothie somewhere here. My kitchen's a mess, it's early and I've been busy, but got a smoothie. And then I also make kind of eggs on something normally. So I have, it's not looking the best, but 2 eggs on a bagel with some cheese and ketchup. I eat a lot. I am a breastfeeding mum, and we need to eat more calories. So that'll be my breakfast, and it's kind of, that is my breakfast most days as well. Sometimes I'll have a couple of pancakes if there are some left over. Sometimes I won't have the smoothie. I'll have less eggs. It depends how hungry I am. That's what it is today. Just as a heads up, for lunch yesterday, you saw my kids' plate, it was overflowing. They didn't eat all of that, and I didn't expect them to, but we were out for the day. So I wanted to give them lots of options, and anything they didn't eat, they took with them. And then all of the leftovers are still in the fridge, so that I will add that to today's lunch for them. It's just, when I'm chopping up veg and getting it all prepared, I kind of do a bigger portion, so I have to do less at a later date. So they'll have a very similar lunch today with all of the leftovers, plus the things that they did eat I will replace. And then for dinner tonight, we are going to do burgers, and I was going to make my burger buns, like, I've got such a busy day and I'm not feeling it. Ooh, I've got cookies in the oven. Pause. I will also add cookies to their lunch probably today. But yeah, I always make my own burger buns, and today I'm just not feeling up to it. And luckily I have 2 burger buns in the freezer that I'm going to get out to defrost for my eldest and my husband, who are a little bit picky. They want their burgers in a burger bun. Me and the other 2 are not crazy fussed, so we'll probably either use the bread rolls that I've cooked or the bagels that I made yesterday and just have my burger in that. I'm not that fussed. So it'll be burgers, and I'll probably make some form of potato, whether it's mashed, roasted, jacket, I don't know. And then I've got a leek that needs using that I pre-chopped yesterday. I'm going to do some buttered leeks as well. But that's what we're going to have for dinner. I will try and show you, but I've got a really busy afternoon. And I always forget that I'm filming at dinner time. So we'll see if I actually show you what we have. So these are my cookies. They normally look way better than this. But I left the, oh dear. But I left the cookie dough in the fridge overnight. And normally I let it go to room temperature before, or not room temperature, a bit warmer, before I cook them. But I didn't do that, so, because I was in a rush. So this is what they are. And we have cookies for, well, meant to be a week, but it'll probably just be a couple of days. Batch cooked a ton of waffles. I have loads, we don't really eat oats in this house. We're not an oat family. So I blended up loads of oats and used the flour to make the waffles, and I'm gonna bag them up and freeze them as well because they're just an easy breakfast to have on the days where we are in a bit of a rush. It's Friday night and we are making pizzas.
You want that?
Perfect, thank you.
Nice, do you want it on there?
Yes, please. So Friday night is homemade pizzas. These are our sourdough pizzas for the kids, just have plain cheese. I made with the leftover basil that I had. I've made a pesto, so I've got half pesto, half tomato with like onions, onions, jalapenos and sweet corn. And that is what we have on Friday nights. Every single Friday it's pizza night. And we often have a movie as well. So there will also be leftovers, and we'll have the leftover pizzas for our lunches Saturdays. Hey guys, so today is Saturday. The kids have been out for most of the day, so I packed them up a lunch, which means we still have leftover pizza. So Joel had his leftover pizza for lunch, and me and the kids are gonna have our leftover pizza for dinner because I had a really late breakfast and I'm just not hungry. And then Joel said he's just gonna have a bagel and a couple of sausages that we got, some vegetarian sausages that are in the freezer. So that is what our dinner and lunches are gonna be for today. I will try and show you, but I mean, you already saw the pizza, so it's just Joel's bagel and sausages, really. So that is Saturday's dinner. What are you having for dinner?
Sausage sandwich.
With what in?
Egg.
Oh, okay. I'm filming what we're eating in a week.
That's what I'm eating.
Yeah, and we had the leftover pizzas, and I needed to film what you're having because it's different from what everyone else had. My hair is really silly. It's Sunday, and we've been out in the garden most of the day, and I've come in. The kids all helped me get dinner ready, and Joel, of course, helped me get dinner ready. I'm just waiting for the halloumi to finish cooking. Oh, that's actually close to being there. Already tucking in, but we're having halloumi tacos. We've got our homemade wraps. I've got a short on my YouTube, TikTok and Instagram of how I make those. The halloumi, we normally make this with rice, but I had a bit of quinoa that needed using up, so cooked up some quinoa, pickled onions, sweet corn and avocado, cheese. We didn't have any tofu in the shop, so one of my kids doesn't like halloumi, so we cooked up a burger that we had left that he's gonna have in his wrap. We've got some lettuce. I'll try and show you my wrap when I make it. I forgot to show you, we also have a refried beans that I make in bulk and freeze in portions, so we've got that too. I always overload my wraps, but I've got some mayonnaise, refried beans, quinoa, avocado and sweet corn, pickled onions, lettuce and cheese, and halloumi. That's what I'm having in mine. It is Monday night. We will be doing a food shop tomorrow. And tonight's dinner is the basic jacket potato and beans. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, friends.